Hey guys, Ginny here for a new series for the XBL Party Podcast called, well, Toupe Talks. Redders gave me the beautiful nickname of Toupe because of my fantastic hair that he's envious of. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a weekly show, this, maybe sometimes bi-weekly. And I just talk about random topics in gaming or things that are on my mind and just go on a bit of a rant. And today it's about, well, live service games. More specifically, Halo and Fortnite, because they're two ends of the same spectrum. So you have Fortnite, a live service game which has dominated the market for about 5 years now, constantly reinventing itself, constantly keeping itself fresh. And you have Halo that's just launched and trying to get into that market, but seemingly ignoring everything this has done to be successful and saying, well, apologies, it's our first time, we're learning as we go. Didn't anyone do any research into what goes into a live service game? Because I love Halo Infinite, but if you're trying to be a live service game, they are infinitely, I can't even measure how far behind Fortnite they are as a live service offering. And I'm just going to talk through some things that are different. So right from the off, the background, lovely. On Fortnite, this robot here that you can see has been getting built over this most recent event. Now I've only just got massively into Fortnite. I've played it a few times before, but now they've brought in a no build mode. Some new content, bringing in people who imagined that. I've got really into it and I've caught up with stuff and I know what's happened in the story and the chapters, and the robot from the first chapter is now being rebuilt a little bit every day, and the more you do certain quests, and he seems to be getting rebuilt in time. The background's changing. They have these amazing resistance things which I've managed to finish them all. That's how addicted I am. I've caught up on 11 weeks worth of content in the last week and a half. And they show you and explain the story and what's going on. They explain with this map, the red bit is the bit the imagination office controls, the blue bit is the resistance, and you're slowly pushing them back, and that's why there's blimps crashed around the map keeps changing. They're going all out on pushing a narrative that runs for a season and a theme, which is what Halo's trying. Except if I switch to Halo now, you'll know what the theme is because it's very good at telling you from the off. No, it isn't, because it's not there. It's changed. When you look, there we go. This is the event, the entrenched event. Everything else is the same. No different load screens. Music doesn't change. There's no, like, even waiting to go into a game. The map, it's like there's nothing's different. If we go into multiplayer, then. Yep, servers are down. Convenient. I mean, straight away, showing you everything you need to know with the game. I never have server issues either. Tell you what, let's restart the game. Let's give it a fair chance. So, going into multiplayer, they did set the event for the season, in fairness, the Lone Wolves 6-month season, with a small video at the beginning where you got to see your own character. Now, Joseph Staten, I love the guy, overhyped this to hell, saying it was a cinematic event, it's a big experience coming, it's going to be, you know, XYZ. It wasn't. It really wasn't what he made it out to be. It was literally a cutscene that you get to see your Spartan in for about between 5 and 10 seconds. It kind of focuses past you, and then there's a second cutscene when you finish the event by playing the new game mode repeatedly. That's all you do, is you play the new game mode repeatedly on the same map, and you get a cutscene which says, "Well done, Spartan. You showed that AI who's boss." And it's first person, so you don't get to see a Spartan. So it's pretty poorly done, like really poorly done. When you come to the multiplayer load screen, you can see a huge change has taken effect from how the game launched. In that it's raining. Like, yeah, it's not sunny anymore. It's raining. That's literally the only change they've made here. Yeah. Now, one thing I will say, customization. I find the Halo option of customizing and working your way from the menu is a lot easier than Fortnite. But Fortnite obviously has more because it does something different again. And something that's cool in Fortnite, if I switch back to that, and probably going to crash Halo again because it won't log back into the servers like Fortnite. So you can have multiple presets saved in Fortnite. So you get all your different characters you unlock, your people from MCU, your superheroes, your RoboCop. I got a lot. I've bought one battle pass, and I paid for RoboCop with the money I got through the battle pass. And I will say I have Halo because my daughter bought it, I have a birthday money. But apart from that, if you take that out, that means I got 9 skins, and I'm about to unlock Doctor Strange, and all of their associated like memes and emotes and what have you for about $7, which isn't bad at all pricing wise. So for one season pass, I've unlocked all these people with all this stuff, and it's pretty cool. And the thing that I wanted to highlight that I think they do really well is there's a little button that says right trigger, disable shuffle, because that's because I have shuffle enabled, which means the next game I play, I'm this character. The game after that, you just hit ready up, and it puts out a different character and a different one of my presets that I've saved and combinations, and then you can load them, you can save them differently and change them. Halo Infinite has Spartan cores. They made this whole thing where they make you have presets like this. Knowing that this exists in Fortnite and how people use it and it's been around for years, why didn't they chuck that in? Like, why have I got to quit out and go through the menus and then press X to set as current and then go back in and play again? Why can't I just have shuffle on? Like, it's been done in this game for years. I just don't... There seems to be a real disconnect in terms of what they're trying to do and what is going on in the industry and what they're seeing. So Halo wants to be a live service game, but they're ignoring all of the cool things that exist in live service games. Again, another cool thing here, RoboCop. I can be the RoboCop. Like, who doesn't like picking out RoboCop? They got the Matrix, they got Aliens, they got all sorts of stuff, which is for older people like myself. And then they have all the newer stuff for the kids and all the MCU and all that stuff, which is great. Because they built a lore and story around, well, there's infinite realities, and they just drop in and pick who they want to fight this battle. 343 and Halo seem stuck in this way of doing it, which they've done for the last few games, where everything that happens is lore and has to be lore accurate. And it's not helping them. Like, why does the multiplayer have to be lore accurate? Like, what if people are literally saying online all the time, man, I would love a Doom skin. I would love this crossover. I would love this to be in the game. But by making the game lore and everything having to exist naturally for multiplayer, you're stopping those things from happening unless you get slightly themed versions of the armor in future. I just don't get it. You're trying to make a game that's live service, yet you're ignoring all of the things that make these big popular live service games work. And I'm going to have to restart it again. I'm having issues with those servers today if I switch off the game. Another thing they fixed. Why can't they have another mode where you just, for people who want to piss about in the game and have fun, and they want to look like the Doomslayer running around, but they make it the same size. Like Gears of War did it. They had Spartans in there, and they made it look almost themed to the armor that the COG wear, and it worked really well. I had a meal and cat. It came with the game. I thought they looked fantastic. This is, I don't know what 343 want to make a game that needs content, but then they're limiting their own options to the amount of content they can put in. Like the storefront. It's just that. That's it. That's what you got to buy. It's not exactly throwing stuff at you. So take out the battle passes on the left hand side of the screen. You've got the Legacy of War Mythic Effect set. You've got some colours for your guns and a new helmet. Oh, sorry, and a paint. But that's 900 for that. How much is 900 coins? So 900 coins is £7.19. So for the price of a battle pass in Fortnite and the 9 characters I've unlocked, one of which is Doctor Strange and Night Prowler, so like, you know, big MCU characters they've had to pay a premium to get the licenses for to then put in the game. In Halo, you can buy a helmet, slap a walkie-talkie on the side of it, and paint it blue. It's incredible. Like, I do the battle pass on this, and the battle pass I think actually is pretty good value. It's not overpriced, and I like what I get in it. But buying separate stuff, no wonder they're giving away coins and credits in the battle pass, because Who is buying this shit at that price? The idea of a microtransaction is micro. It's not supposed to be £7 for a helmet and blue when you can get so much more in other games. It's just I don't get what they're doing. It's ridiculous. Now I love Halo Infinite. I play it loads. I think the gameplay is fantastic. It's the best feeling Halo game that's ever been made. There's some good modes. I haven't even started this week's challenge yet, and I normally get them done in the first few days. I think I'm going to jump on Saturday and plow through this week's event because I do like the look of the armor and it's free. But like, just do more. Just not even stuff that takes time. We're not asking for, like, Fortnite has the world map. Technically, Halo has one as well in the campaign. They're not going to use it the same way, even though it's there, and they could so easily do it by Fortnite just changes little things. Items move, bases move slightly across the map. The big aerial blimps they had are blown up, and they just put wreckage in place to show you've won that battle. You don't see it blow up and crash to the ground. They just do it gradually over time. So, like, you could have a mode where it's a bit lore and it's story driven, and you're going around and doing the recon stuff that you do in Fortnite, and it tells you more of the story through audio files, which they had in the campaign, and just use that side to build up this your Spartans you're making and how they're involved in Halo, and do that. And then just let multiplayer go fucking crazy. If you want to do a game that's live service and constantly evolving, branch out. Just go batshit crazy with it. No one cares if it's lore accurate. Have a section that's lore accurate and tie it in with the map world and all that stuff. And if you want to do a battle royale, fix it into there. And then just have multiplayer and just allow it to go crazy. Like, just go mad with your ideas. They just seem to have trapped themselves into a small avenue of, we have to keep it lore accurate. It has to make sense. And we're going to make it live service and last 10 years. Well, there's not enough lore to last it for 10 years in armor pieces. You're just making shit up to try and make it look cool and fit within a confined box and rule set that you've set for yourself. So the whole Spartan cores have actually grown on me. I quite like this little hall where you come to and you have all the different ones to unlock, and I think they all look really cool. Like I said, a shuffle button would be amazing, so every game I don't know which one's going out. And then also some themed pieces from other games. Just let people have fun and express themselves. Like, I just don't fucking get it. Like, the other end of the scale is Fortnite, which is literally do what you want. And I get that people are going to be commenting on here saying they're different types of games. One's there for blah 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 blah. I get they're different. They don't have to be. If they are genuinely going to add a battle royale into Halo, which the rumours keep saying they are, and they're working on one that's codenamed Tatanka or Tanaka or whatever it's called, and that's going to happen, you can't keep the same rigid structure you have in place to keep people playing that battle royale. Like Call of Duty Warzone was always trying to keep itself semi-seriously. It was based on the games and what happens in the games and those weapons. And they've gone out now. They had that zombie mode, which was amazing. So that was about 2 years ago for Halloween. That game was fantastic, where when you died, you turned into a zombie, you kill 3 humans, you come back again. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And now they've got Godzilla fighting King Kong. Like, they're just doing stuff for the fun of it and trying stuff and throwing licenses in and just trying to have fun and keep people engaged and give them something different. Whereas Halo's idea is, we'll just keep giving them rigid Halo with this amazing gameplay and hope that keeps them around, which would have worked if this launched around the time Halo 3 did, back when Battle Royale wasn't a thing and constantly evolving games weren't a thing, and people just played games for the gameplay, and you got on your mates and you just ploughed hours after hours into it. Halo Infinite would have been huge. Gaming's moved on, but 343 have built an excellent Halo 3 era game. They're trying to make it live service, and then they're not looking at anything that live service games do or have been successful with to bring it up to date with what they want it to be. It's bizarre, and they could learn a lot looking at Call of Duty Warzone, looking at Apex. Less so Apex, it doesn't really throw events and cutscenes as much as other games at you. And I hate to say it, Fortnite, because I was one of the people who used to slander Fortnite. I didn't get it, I wasn't into it, I hated you'd shoot someone, they turned into a 4-story building. Pointless. Now they've got a no build mode. it's actually a fantastic game. It's fun to play. It's great with mates, and yeah, it has this thing called fun, which 343 really seems to want to clamp down on, and just imagination and self-expression. They're just making it that this is Halo. It's all lore accurate. It's all serious. This is why it happens, and if they want the game to be live service and continue and bring people in, they're going to need to get out that mindset fast. So this is my first Toupe Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just me rambling, to be honest, about Halo, which I love, as you can see. I'm not a Halo hater. Before people who haven't seen me before come on and start saying he just wants to shit on Halo. I love Halo. And my newfound enjoyment game currently, Fortnite, which, Christ, I'm nearly level 100 already. I've been chucking myself into no build mode for probably less than 2 weeks, about a week and a half, but I've nearly finished the battle pass already. It's just fun. Like, yeah, really enjoying it. And I will go back on and finish the Halo pass this week for the event, but it's not as much fun in terms of progression, and it needs to really work on that. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video of me ranting. There'll be more of these coming to the channel in future. As always, every Tuesday, 8 PM UK time and 3 PM Pacific time, we do the podcast. Myself, Ash, Redders, and a guest. Come and join us. And if you don't catch it live, just remember to set a reminder and catch it the day after. But if you enjoyed, do the usual thumb, like, share, all that jazz. Thanks for watching. And hopefully my next rant isn't Halo related, but probably will be.